Hey, what's happening, nation? It's SJ. This Raider team has major issues right now, more than I can count, but I want to jump into the 5 biggest ones that I see as our major concerns right now. I really want to get your guys' honest opinions on these, and I know I'm going to piss some people off tonight, but to be completely honest, I really don't care because I am frustrated as hell, and it is the same damn thing that we have to live through every single season. So good or bad, just let me know your real thoughts on these. We're not going to waste too much time. We're going to go ahead and jump straight into them. If you are new to the channel, if you think about subscribing, I really would appreciate that. And for what it's worth, I apologize for cussing so much last night, but those raw reaction videos are me about a 12-pack of Miller Lite in, just speaking from my heart and giving my honest opinion. I was happy to see so many of you guys agreed with it. Those videos always end up making people angry because they don't want to hear the damn truth come out. But at the end of the day, we're all Raider fans and we have grown to expect this, and I am no longer just going to sit here and have to accept it. And we are by no means out of it for this season, but at the same time, if we keep playing like we've played for the past 2 weeks, we might as well toss in the damn towel right now because it's not going any further than this. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into this. Number 1 on the list, is Josh Jacobs going to bounce back? I honestly don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and play Captain Obvious right here and say that Kenyon Drake is having a hell of a lot better season than Josh Jacobs is. Even Peyton Barber, before Jacobs came back, was playing a hell of a lot better than Jacobs is right now. I don't understand what's going on with that kid, or if he's still trying to work through the injuries that he's been battling, but he gets injured every freaking year. Last night, we saw Rashard go down, which really isn't that big of a deal, because if he can't go, Peyton Barber just fills that role for us. But then we lost Alec Ingold for the entire damn season. That completely sucks. I'm not going to lie, I did enjoy watching Foster Moreau play that fullback position. I think there's a hell of a lot of options you could work out of that. And we still have Groshek on our practice squad, who I see being activated to fill that fullback position for us, but we also went out and signed Sutton Smith to the practice squad today. I'm not gonna lie, I'd way rather see Groshek come in and take that role over than Sutton Smith. I also wouldn't mind seeing Foster Moreau fill that fullback position. He did it in college a few times, so I would not have any issues with that. Plus, I think there is an entire set of plays you could run out of that. We already see what we do with Alec Ingold. Imagine if that was Foster Moreau lining up on the outside. But in that same breath, if it's 4th and 1, I don't want to see Foster Moreau trying to push the pile. But as it stands right now, and from what I've seen on the field so far this season, I'm honestly thinking we move Josh Jacobs to that 3rd down running back position and our goal line back. You let Kenyon Drake take over the majority of these carries in that 1st and 2nd down snaps. You let Peyton Barber spell Kenyon Drake. You just kind of turn this thing into a 3-headed monster. That sucks to say, but when you sit there and you actually watch these games and you watch the tape, this team was flowing better offensively without Josh Jacobs on the field at all. So let me know y'all's honest opinion on this one, because I really don't think Josh Jacobs is going to be on this team next season. Moving on to number 2 on this list, it's can Rich Bisaccia lead us to the playoffs? In my complete honest opinion, no, I don't think he can. And it sucks to say that. That dude is an extremely well-respected coach in the NFL. He's been doing this for over 20 years. At the end of the day, he's been a special teams coach, and a damn good one at that. But then to be thrown into the head coaching position to keep both of your coordinators in their own spots, which I understand that move, and I see why the Raiders did it, but at the same time, Rich Bisaccia is not going to be able to come out and game plan a team like the Chiefs. It's just not going to happen. You saw it. This team came out completely flat. We were playing for the number 1 spot in the AFC West. We were playing for the number 2 seed in the AFC. And the Raiders came out and looked like they didn't even know what the hell was going on, and they didn't even want to be on the field in that game. And that all comes back to coaching and preparation, and we had the worst damn game plan ever for this game. We literally copycatted somebody else's defense, which we don't have the personnel to run, and then our offense just looked like crap because Carr is scared to throw to his outside wide receivers. Always has been, always will be. We will get to him at the end of this damn video. But even if by some chance Rich Bisaccia leads us into one of those wild card spots and we get knocked out in the 1st round, I still think there is a 0% chance that dude keeps his job. I do not know who the next head coach will be. I would love to hear your guys' opinions on that because there is a laundry list full of them. But I want somebody that has a little bit more intensity and somebody that's going to get in the damn ref's face when your defensive line is getting held on every single play and you're just sitting there with a stern look the entire damn game. That's not going to work. You have to say something. I would imagine that most of y'all are going to agree with me that Rich Bisaccia is going to end up being off of this team. But if you think he's going to end up sticking around and being the head coach going into next year, just please leave your thoughts as to why you believe in that. Number 3 on the list, will Mike Mayock be our GM next season? I personally don't think there's any chance in hell that Mike Mayock ends up staying as the GM of this team. I think you're going to see a new GM, you're going to see a new head coach. You might see Gus Bradley stick around, and I am praying to God that Greg Olsen gets booted off this team. Gus Bradley ends up staying on as defensive coordinator, which I believe he will. I think those defensive assistant coaches aren't going anywhere, but you're going to end up seeing a ton of players on both sides of the ball shuffled around and shipped off of this team. I am honestly just so damn sick of being broke every single freaking season where we can't afford that guy, we signed one free agent, now we're completely broke. That comes down to your GM running these contracts and the people in that front office, and the Raiders have sucked at that historically. The brief period of relief that we had from that was when McKenzie came in here and cleaned up most of our contracts, which was awesome to see happen, but that dude had a shit eye for talent. There's no way around that. But I think the writing's on the wall for Mayock. I'm pretty sure he is out of here at the end of the season no matter what. Really, all I want to know from you guys is, do you want to see him stay or do you want to see him go? I understand he can pluck out some talent, but at the same time, that dude has more to his job than just being an eye for talent. They call those people scouts, not general managers. Number 4 on this list, and I really don't have an answer for this one. This is more or less just a general question to you guys because I have no idea why the hell this happens to us. Why do we crumble every single season at the exact same time? We come out looking hot, we end up hitting a bump or two in the road, but then we bounce back a little bit, but then we hit this spot in the season every damn year and we take a damn nosedive. And most teams, good teams, would regroup and kind of get reset and then make a push towards the end. We don't. This is like the point of the year where we just completely fall off until we're no longer in the playoff contention at all. And I know it's not our schedule because any given team can win on any given Sunday. I know that shit's as cliche to say, but we just saw the Jags knock off the Bills the other week. Things happen in the NFL. These dudes are the best of the best in the world, and if they put together the right game plan, any team can beat any other team. So please, for the love of God, somebody answer this one question for me because I am lost completely with it. All right, and then number 5 on this list, and the reason most of you guys are still sticking around is Derek Carr the answer moving forward? I know I have been the biggest Derek Carr stan there has been, besides probably his brother on the NFL Network. I have supported this kid every step of the way, and it's hard not to. He was progressing every year underneath Gruden. This season, he's been going off. He's still 3rd in passing yards this season, so it's not like he's afraid to get out there and really sling the ball around. He's still in the top 5 for yards per attempt on his passes. That dude has given us some kind of stability at that quarterback position, and that is something that the Raiders have not had in a long, long time. It's hard for me to come out and say, like, yeah, we need to go ahead and bench him right now. We need to start Mariota, let him be the backup, and see if this team can continue to move forward and start stacking up some wins. I will tell you right now, you put a dude like Mariota on Cleveland's run-heavy offense, and that dude would excel. You put him in Greg Olson's pass-heavy offense, you're going to end up getting shit on. That is not a knock against Mariota. That is just football 101. He is a different style of quarterback that needs a completely different game plan, so you cannot just readjust that through mid-season. That combined with the fact that him and Olsen just would not mesh together, that is not the right move for us. If you want to move on from Derek Carr after this season, which is a very real possibility, especially if we bring in a new GM and a new head coach, they're going to end up wanting a new quarterback. Derek Carr has survived on this team, honestly, longer than he probably should have with how many coaching changes and staff changes that he has seen happen in front of him. I'm telling you right now, there are teams out there that would be chomping at the bit to get a quarterback the caliber of Derek Carr onto their roster. At this point right now, it honestly might be the best move for Derek Carr, but I honestly think if he got traded or we were going to release him, that dude would just retire from football. But if Brady wins another Super Bowl and decides he's going to retire, you best believe Tampa Bay's ass is going to be on that phone with Mayock or whoever that new GM is going to be, saying, hey man, we'll give you our 1st round pick if we can send Carr this way. And even though I hate to say it, I could see the Raiders biting on that and taking that pick and letting Carr slide off this team. Even though that would seriously hurt me, I'm not going to be pissed about it. We have seen this happen over and over again. We have seen Carr on this team for 8 years now, and what has he brought us? One brilliant season that started that injury plague that he had for a few seasons, and nothing else. I am sick of losing. I am sick of the inconsistencies, and it all comes down to coaching and quarterback play. But the thought of watching this team get rebuilt for the 12th time in 20 years sickens me. because we are yet to get that formula right. Drafting a quarterback is such a crapshoot that you never know what you're actually going to get, and I do not want to get into another 5-year cycle of us shuffling through just random dudes trying to see if it's going to work. So let me know what you guys are thinking about DC, because I told you at the beginning of this season, no more excuses. I was completely done making excuses for everybody on this team. Shit happens in the NFL. You have to be able to rise above it and continue to push forward, regardless of how ridiculous or how much it stacks up. The good teams in the NFL do it every damn year. That's pretty much what I have for you guys tonight, man. Let me know your real thoughts on it. I really want to see how you guys are feeling. Until next time, I'm Joe Q. We will catch you later.